I have to spend a couple minutes with you on what has to be one of the most delicious comedic villain characters on the face of the earth, aka Cinnamon Hitler, aka Cheeto Boy. What exactly does does somebody who writes, comedy think about this whole situation? I mean, is this a gift from heaven?
It's a gift in that there's something hourly to poke fun at or to but it's also turned into some kind of a nightmare. Where it started out like, oh God, you're kidding me, this idiot's going to run for president, and then it became, oh my God, he's starting to win. Let's really joke him out of this. There's no way he can win if we keep poking fun at him. But then he became a serious threat to democracy. And the idiot Republicans who have, and let's make no mistake about this, they've been wanting this for decades. They've been building this for decades. They got what they wanted, and now they're terrified that they got what they wanted. And they're running away from him, but not quite, because they're still voting for him, but they're running away from him. They're not going to endorse, they're just going to vote for him. Same thing. Hello. Uh, so it's not funny anymore. It started out kind of funny, and.
It's like when Colin Powell was talking about the run up to war back in 2003,
Right,
the
right.
Pottery Barn
Yeah.
situation. You break it, you own it. I mean, they've clearly now broken the Republican Party. Do they own it?
They own it. Every single Republican who allowed this to happen, every single Republican who claims to have run away from Trump but then says they're still voting for him, every single Republican who went along with this as, with tacit approval, owns this. Every single Republican who stands for the same thing that Trump stands for, which is about 99.9% of Republicans, owns this. Their immigration plan almost identical. They want to, their voter suppression, their civil rights issues, their anti-women issues, reproductive rights issues, gay rights issues, trans rights issues. I mean, you name it. The Republicans have always stood for essentially what Trump stands for. They just were more polite about it, if you can even call it polite. It's a terrible word, but
Well, they're just some things they just didn't talk about, but now the shackles are off and they feel they can talk about anything right now.
right, or talk about it more loudly, because they were talking about it, via their laws. If you look at all the GOP governed states, you've got legislatures and governors that are Republican in a huge amount of states that run everything. They've always passed laws that are the same as what Trump is spouting that he'll do, only they're just couched a little bit differently. What he did was he gave voice to vulgarity. He gave voice to the alt-right, which is actual white supremacy. I hate the alt-right label because it's a euphemism. It's white supremacy. It's white nationalism. He gave voice to that. It was simmering. There were militia groups. So now what it's done is it's multiplied, and it's gotten loud, and it's gotten public, and it's gotten overt.
Yeah, it is really insane. But